on Tropical FM. You're listening to The Real Reminisce on Tropical FM. You're listening to The Real Reminisce.
Yeah. I reminisce for us. I reminisce for us. I reminisce for us. Yeah.
Straight up is my thing, hook up is your thing. So hold up, I'm the link up, call it up, then I'm good to go, yeah. Sometimes you'll go stand, other times you'll love it. Can you just be straight up? Telling me this, you're telling me that. You sent me there, but what were you at? Liar, liar, you're taking the asking her for a kiss when you're meant to be my man. Telling me this, you're telling me that. You sent me that, but where were you at? Can you just be straight up for me? Straight up, it ain't funny. Straight up, can you whip and having ups and downs, whipping going round and round, been having ups and downs. Can you just be straight up? Well, you know that I tried. All we do is collide. I think this thing kinda died. You ran my tears dry. I find it hard, can I trust him? Without that we are nothing. Think I better start cutting you from my side. Telling me this, you're telling me that. You sent me there, but what were you at? Liar, liar, you're taking the asking her for a kiss when you're meant to be my man. Telling me this, you're telling me that. You sent me that, but where were you at? Can you just be straight up for me? Straight up, it ain't funny. Straight up, can you whip and having ups and downs, whipping going round and round, been having ups and downs. Can you just be straight up? Yeah. How many times have I said that I need you? Yeah. Pain that you put my heart and just want to. Boy, I won't put up with all this anymore. Can we just be straight up? Just be straight up. Straight up for me. Straight up, it ain't funny. Straight up, can you whip and having ups and downs, whip and going round and round, been having ups and downs. Can you just be straight up? Straight up, straight up, yeah. Straight up, straight up,
Straight up, yeah. Good evening and welcome. Yeah, wow.
You just be straight up.
We're going to be straight up with you. Some technical difficulties there. The system just crashed. It went out. It just burned. I don't know what happened. Thank you very much indeed for those of you that are coming straight back with us again. Good evening out to Fitzroy. How are you doing? Thank you very much indeed for joining us. It's The Real Reminisce with me, the mighty MP, www.tropicalfm.com/Studio1. Or you can get us on twitch.tv/Real Reminisce. Don't forget to share to everyone. Fitzroy, come back to us on twitch.tv/Real Reminisce. Or join us on tropicalfm.com/Studio1. Black History Month, as we represent with edutainment and education. For those who don't understand Black History Month, you're going to find out about it this evening. You certainly are. You are going to find out about it this evening. Not only this evening, but for the whole month of October. October is Black History Month. Time to free the spirit and free the mind and understand what Black history is all about. How have Black people changed the face of the world? Hey Jenny, how you doing? Jenny, do you know your Black history? Do you really know it? Come on now.
Can I touch your lips with mine?
Twitch.tv/Real Reminisce. TropicalFM.com/Studio One. Make the switch now, because Facebook is going to cut us out tonight, believe me. We're going to be now to Pat. How you doing? Too many Facebookers, yeah? You Facebookers, you need to switch over to Twitch or tropicalfm.com/Studio One before Facebook shuts down this evening, yeah? Because it will do it, because it keeps threatening to, and it does. Switch to the Twitch. It's so easy. I'm going to put the link in the chat room, yeah? I'm going to put the link there.
I look away from time to time. All I see to right now. Wanna lay with you all night. Lay your body next to mine. Boy, I need
You got the links now. You can choose anyone you like. Yeah, anyone.
I just wanna be here by your side.
Twitch it, Jenny. I want to see you twitching now. Come on.
Make it feel and believe that we in paradise. 'Cause I don't feel the ground. No, I don't feel the ground.
Could you possibly rewind and come again?
I'm going to see how many of you can twitch, yeah? Pat, it's very easy. You just got to click on the link here. Click the link. It'll take you to it. In the month of October is Black History Month. What does it mean to you? We're going to get out to Sammy. How you doing? Giving a welcome to Don Juan locked in.
I'ma try you this one time. Boy, I want you to be mine. Can I come see you now? Can I lay with you outside? Can I touch your lips with mine? 'Cause I need you now. Don't wanna leave, I just wanna be here by your side. When you feel, I believe that we in paradise.
We be celebrating today.
I don't feel the ground.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't feel the ground.
Oh yeah.
But I'm feeling right. I tell you what it's all about. So make me feel this way. It's kinda like oh, oh, you make me feel the believe in me. Nothing like to be the guy. I look away from time to time. All I see to right now. Just wanna lay with you all night. Lay your body next to mine. Boy, I need you now. No, I don't wanna leave. I just wanna be here by your side. You make me feel and believe that we in paradise. 'Cause I don't feel the ground. No, I don't feel the ground. But I'm feeling right. I tell you what it's all about. So make me feel this way. It's not a lie. Oh, you make me feel and believe me. That's the way that feel Baby, don't stop. You feel so good, cry. Baby, don't stop, go deeper, baby. You feel so good, cry. Baby, don't stop, go deeper, baby. You feel so good, cry.
Yeah, cancel culture, can we cancel this? Oh yeah. Maybe just wake up and it all disappear. First came COVID, then came COVID. Wouldn't believe it if you told it. Not to mention cops still shooting us out here. Cancel culture, can we cancel this? Oh yeah. I'll take 15. If you know what I mean. Yo, when Bill with this pass, I was already done. Man, 20, yo, you ain't been fun. Wanna hop straight to 21. But really, I fear COVID gon' still be here. Cop sign still up in my rear. Baby mama got the news, now she all on her knees. Cause I didn't stop when they said freeze. I must admit, I thought this year be a blast. Every night I would be raising the glass. On tour straight, making a stash. But instead, I'm watching this racist ass. Little kid raised his rifle to blast. Killed 2 people and the cops let him pass. It wasn't that kind of to me. That wasn't even this year. Yeah, the past year's been whack. Hunting season on everything black. Speaking of black, just lost Black Panther to cancer. Somebody please take 20 back. Maybe this means after these lows, we'll have a high tomorrow. I wanna know just how long this shit has to go. Did cancel culture, can we cancel this? Oh yeah. Maybe just wake up and it all disappear. First came COVID, then came COVID. Wouldn't believe it if you told it. Not to mention cops still shooting us out here. Cancel culture, can you cancel this? Oh yeah. I'll take 15, if you know what I mean. I had a talk with my dad and he cried this morning. Don't get to hear the side of him often. I can't imagine what this year cost him. I just thank God that I ain't lost him. I just can't imagine that pain. I pray for those of us who can't say the same. Breonna Taylor, yo, please say her name. If you lost someone, understand that their life ain't in vain. I know tomorrow ain't something to change, but the dream is in range. I feel like Chad knew and was planting the seed. Leave a legacy that these kids need. We had a superhero right here, working through pain, just so he could tell us that we could do the same. Work through the pain. Just got to work through the pain. Cancel culture, can we cancel this whole year?
Can we cancel this whole year? Can we cancel the whole year?
Cancel culture, can we cancel this whole year?
I don't think that we want to cancel the year. I think we should learn from the experiences that we've had, the mistakes that have been made. And in this month of Black History, in the words of Mr. Boris Johnson, for countless generations, people of African and Caribbean descent have been shaping our nation's story, making a huge difference to our national and cultural life and helping to make Britain a better place to be. It is this contribution of Black British people that I am proud to be celebrating Black History Month in this month of October. The words from the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson. What do you understand about Black history? What do you understand about Black History Month? A little bit of history for you. Throughout this month, we're going to remember the icons from the trailblazing composer Samuel Coleridge Taylor to Margaret Busby, Britain's youngest and first Black female book publisher. We also celebrate those who helped establish our National Health Service, joined the war effort, and marched for justice and worked tirelessly to build a better world for all of us. As we celebrate Black History Month.
Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright.
Give thanks and praise.
Let's get together and feel alright.
Good evening and welcome.
Let them all pass all their dirty remarks. There is one question I'd really love to ask. Is there a place for the hopeless sinner who has hurt all mankind just to save his own?
Sing it now, sing it.
One love, one heart, let's get together and feel alright.
As it was in the beginning,
One love,
so shall it be at the end.
one heart,
Alright, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright.
one more thing. Let's get together to fight this holy Armageddon.
One love,
When the man comes, there will be no more doom.
one song.
Have pity on those whose chances grow thinner. There ain't no hiding place from the Father of creation. Say yeah. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright.
I want to hear you singing it now. Sing it loud now. Sing it loud and proud like you mean it.
Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright.
Big evening out to Joe Levy, all those across the waters. Good morning, and out to Auntie G. Hey Sophie, how you doing? Samson Diva. Wow. In celebration of Black History Month, let's get together. Let's get together and feel all right. This evening I'm going to play you some snippets from some people who are talking about Black History Month, one of which is a snippet from royalty. We have a snippet from royalty that we're going to play. I'm going to play it to you after this track. Yeah. I'll play it after. I know you don't believe me. We have a snippet from royalty. Yeah. In deliverance of Black History Month, the month of October, the whole month of October, we celebrate the utilization of black music right here with me, the mighty MP, the real Reminisce, on a Monday evening. That's how we do right up until the hour 11. But this evening, because of a full start, we're going until 11:30. Yeah, we got to do it. Got to give you your hours. You know, we have to give you your hours. Believe me. In all right, Sophie. Sophie, where you been? You went here last week. What happened?
Don't want your love. Don't worry who I'm seeing tonight. It's none of your business. Too bad already enough.
Come on now.
'Cause ready or not, I'm better on my own. Too many times you turned a blind eye to the way I feel.
Jenny and Pat, I'm waiting.
It's why I'm now.
Jenny and Pat should be twitching any minute now, yeah?
Give you my time, it's never ever ideal. Had to learn it the hard way. Oh yeah. Wasted energy.
Pull up the tune! Pull up the tune! Pull up the tune!
It's funny when you get a message all the way from Jamaica. And when you get a message from Jamaica on Facebook, yeah. One word made me rewind. The word was big. Big good evening out to Veron over there in Jamaica. It's all the Mandible crew. Big shout out to Pun. How you doing? Good evening and welcome. Yeah. Love the vibe on this one. They're doing collaborations all over. Black music in Black History Month. What more can you ask for, yeah?
Don't want your love. Don't worry who I'm seeing tonight. It's none of your business. Too bad already enough. 'Cause ready or not, I'm better on my own. Woo! Too many times to the way I feel. Oh, you're the reason why I'm numb. And when I try to give you my time, it's never ever ideal. And to learn it the hard way. Oh yeah.
Loving it, loving it.
Wasted energy. Wasted energy. Wasted energy. Why did you fuck up the chemistry?
Damson Diva, you're crafty, and you're crafty. Woo! So we do it.
Broken promises along the way. Lost count of how many you made. My love, my love, my love. Tied up in your plans, still on center stage, no great escape. Wouldn't give you my line up, line up, line up, line up. Oh, too many times you turned a blind eye to the way I feel. Oh, you're the reason why I'm numb. Yeah. And when I try to give you my time, it's never ever ideal. And to learn it the hard way. Yeah. Wasted energy. Wasted energy.
Sing it now.
Wasted energy. Why did you fuck up the chemistry?
Good evening out to Rob Wright. How you doing, sir? Good evening and welcome.
Uninipenzo melikata miguu, unalibido mala chimbara juu.
Beautiful sounds of Alicia Keys alongside Diamond Platinums.
Oh, you know me.
Wasted energy. That's what we don't want, yeah. We don't want to wasted energy. Wow. Good evening and welcome. It's me, the Mind TMP, the real Reminisce. Better late than never, as they say. This evening we've got a live interview going across the waters here. We're going across the waters again for a live interview with a absolutely awesome R&B vocalist. We've interviewed him before. He's been in the studio. We know COVID has taken all of the artists into the studio. That's so much time. But it's not been easy because you have to social distancing. Even when you're in the studio, you've got to socially distance. You can't just go in and just do whatever you like. You can't you've got to get the right people in. They've got to sanitize everything. Imagine using a microphone that somebody else has been using. You've got to make sure everything is clean and nice. We got royalty coming in soon. We got royalty coming in.
I feel my faith slipping away. Things ain't been the same since you flipped out that day. I'm losing track of what you say. One day it's how you want me, the next you're gonna stray.
Microphone clean and nice here.
We don't get down like we used to, cause you only show me love when you want to. I know that will never change.
Oh yeah. Get ready here.
I'm drowning in my emotion.
Royalty.
Never knowing what the hell I'm waiting for. When you don't wanna change. Hey, so you ain't good for me. Baby, that's so real, it's so real. Your love ain't real towards me. That's how it feels, that's how it feels. Your love has been so sweet. Toxic bad for me. Still I make time for you. Keep tempting me. But when will I see that you're all I don't need? All I don't need. Seems like we both like to waste time. Don't know what we want in our lives. Clearly, detachment's what we need. But somehow we find ourselves in conversation, overthinking and fighting temptation. This ain't right. This ain't what we need. Oh no. We don't get down like we used to, cause you only show me love when you want to, baby. I know that will never change. I'm drowning in my emotion, always sitting, never knowing what the hell I'm waiting for. When you don't wanna change, so you ain't good for me. Baby, that's surreal, it's surreal. Your love ain't real towards me. That's how it feels, that's how it feels.
Come on now.
Bad for me. Still I make time for you. Keep tempting me, but when will I see that you're all that ain't good for me? Baby, that's surreal, it's surreal. Your love towards me. That's how it feels, that's how it feels. Your love is bittersweet, toxic, bad for me. Still I make time for you. Keep tempting me, but when will I see? That I know it. It's been a long time since you showed it. But longer gonna try for us. Walk into something I can trust. What's affection? I don't know. It's been a long time since you showed it. But longer gonna try for us. Walk into something I can trust.
Love it.
What's affection? I don't know. It's been a long time since you showed it.
Real music for real people right here with me, the Mighty MP. How it feels, yeah. Each and every Monday. That's what we do. Good evening, sir. Good evening to F. Julian. How you doing, 81? All of these names, they just really do confuse me because it really doesn't tell me who these people are. But you know something? I don't care as long as you are in and you are listening and you share with the other people that you know and bring them along. Love to see that you've joined us on Twitch. Don't forget there is also tropicalfm.com/Studio One for uninterrupted, because we know that, we know what Facebook does. It just kind of just drops us out. We will be hopefully having an interview with an artist that you may have heard of if you listen to the show religiously. And I mean religiously. In other words, you put it in your phone, you log in. It gives you an alarm or warning. It tells you the show's coming on. And I mean religiously because you've been listening to the show for so many years that you will know about the artist that we are going to introduce to you this evening. Hopefully the live interview with no glitches, and we'll get through that one. But before we do that, we are talking about Black History Month. Does everybody know and understand what it means, what Black History Month is and why it is here? And does it mean something to everybody? I'm not sure, but check it out. Just check it out. We'll find out. We'll find out. Does it mean something to everybody? I'm not sure. It should do, but no, I can't. No. Is that not happening? We may have to come back to her. We may have to come back to them. Okay. Well, I thought we were going to get them. The Raws were there, and they were talking about Black history, and yes, it was great before, but it doesn't seem to want to play. So if they don't want to play, then we can't play. So if we can't play, then that is such a shame. I really did want you to get a little bit of insight into what Black History Month means for the royals, because they have an opinion. They do have an opinion. And their opinion means something to a lot of different people because of the interracial marriage. And it's right up there at the top genre, the elite of this country. So what does it mean to Meghan Markle? What does she say? Hopefully, we're going to find out a little bit more on that and see whether or not we can get her to talk about what it means. Yeah, what Black History Month actually means to her. We'll see whether or not we can get that to go through. I'm sure can we do it? No, can we? Okay. No, it's not going to happen. So we're going to do this. For those of you that know, for you that understand, take a listen to this one. It will give you a clue to the artist that we're going to be interviewing this evening.
We've known each other for quite some time.
Listen good.
It's funny how we never ever thought to cross that line of love. Oh no, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time we talk it over. Talk about what this thing is we have. Let's take the time to fall in love. Let's take the time to fall in love. Forever is what we stand to gain. I often wonder how different life could be if we were together. But I hesitated, 'cause I didn't want to lose the bond we had. Oh no, maybe it's time that we talk things over.
We're going to get to Francois. Hey, Francois, how you doing?
Talk about what this thing is we have. Let's take the time to fall in love. Let's take the time to fall in love. Forever is what we stand to gain. Let's take the time to fall in love. Is what we stand to gain. Maybe it's time that we talk it over. Talk about what this thing is we have. I wanna know you better.
Hey, live and direct here.
No, baby.
Melanie Roberts. Let's take time to fall in love. Good evening and welcome. It's me, the Mighty MP. It's a Monday evening, 3 minutes past the hour of 9 UK time. That means that somewhere else it's a completely different time, yeah, because we know that we go beyond. We go to all different kind of time zones, whether it's the US, whether it's Australia, whether it's Japan. We don't care. We go and search out and find these independent underground artists that we can introduce them to you, because without them, these shows, the real Reminisce and other shows of its ilk, we don't really have the kind of caliber and the quality of music that we really want to portray to you, because we know that the major industries, the major record labels, with loads and loads of money is plowed into them and have all of this publicity that goes behind them. You know, they want to produce and they want to control. But in the independent underground world, there are artists that are absolutely stunningly superb, both vocally, both production, the teams that they have behind them. And I know that when you listen to the show each and every Monday, I try to introduce you to some of these artists. This is a young man, and I do say young man because he's much younger than me, so I have to really show the respect for age. And this is a young man that we have, in fact, interviewed some time ago, and he's been away for a little while. And Miss Valentine contacted me, and she just threw the name out. This is, yes, MP, this young man wants, we've got to interview him again. He's got a track and he's back out and we need to focus. And I said, listen, when do you want to do it? Yeah, tonight. I said, what? Okay. Yeah. You know, impromptu, I don't mind. You know, when the gap is there, the slot is there. It is Black History Month. It is a celebration of Black history. It is also a celebration of what is Black music as well, because that encompasses what we call Black history over here in the UK. Introducing you to this young man, we welcome to the Real Reminisce once again. Thank you very much, Steve, for joining us, for taking time out of your schedule. Big shouts and props goes out to none other than Brian Christopher. Brian, how you doing, sir? Welcome to the show.
What's going on?
Oh, I think your mic just dropped out, sir. We had you at the beginning. I think it fell out the slot. It just popped. Oh. We did. We had him. It was perfectly sounding good. It sounded fantastic. That I think it's something to do with that deep voice. You see, that deep voice will just blow any kind of speaker that's out there. we're still not getting. Are you? I take it you're hearing me, Brian. Are you still hearing me? Yeah. Your microphone seemed to pop out for a second there. Not sure why. Yeah. Now, while Brian is doing a little bit of technicals to get his microphone back in again, we're gonna do this.
Hey, what you doing tonight?
It's that deep voice that did it. It's a deep voice, isn't it? It's a deep voice.
I got an idea.
Big evening out to Delana. How you doing, sir? Long time. Hope you and the family are good. Take a listen. Brian Christopher. Yeah.
It's raining, and I can't help but wonder what you're doing tonight. Yeah. What's on your mind, babe? What can we get into to make this evening so right?
Check out that voice, yeah.
Oh, so much I can think of. And baby, I would like to take you there with me, so we can just enjoy each other. Wonder what you're doing tonight. If you got plans to go out somewhere, let's get lost in love. Let's stay home tonight. Oh, yeah. Wonder what you're doing tonight. You got plans to go out somewhere. Girl, let's get lost and let's stay home tonight. Let's stay home tonight. What are you wearing? Is it that tight black dress in the new red hues you know I like? Damn. I'm on my way, baby, and I'm willing to do everything I know you like. Yeah. Oh, so much to imagine, and baby, I can't wait to take you there with me. But we don't have to rush this moment. I'm gonna take my time with you. Tonight I'm all yours. Do anything you ask me, baby. Oh, so much magic will make just me and you. I wanna feel your heartbeat next to mine. Somewhere, baby. Oh, let's stay home tonight, baby. Wonder what you're doing tonight. You got plans to go out somewhere. You have plans, girl. Let's stay home tonight. You got plans to go. Let's stay home tonight. Let's get
Should I say big evening out to Miss Valentine. Good evening and welcome. Hamza Ichu's in as well. Thank you for joining us. It's me, the mighty MP, the Real Reminisce. Introducing to you, for those of you that don't know, independent underground, deep soulful voice, Mr. Brian Christopher. Track entitled "Let's Stay Home Tonight."
If you got plans to go out somewhere, stay.
I can see some of you loving that voice there. You're loving the voice. Wow.
Me and you, we ain't gotta worry about nobody.
Taking it back just a little way. Brian Christopher. How are we doing? No, we're still not there. Wow. We had him beautifully before. Your voice was so good before, and all of a sudden we seem to have lost sound. Why have we lost sound? Let's just no, there's nothing coming through at this end at all. And I've got a volume meter at this end, so we know that nothing's coming through at this end. I'm not quite. Can you hear yourself? Oh, he's going to try and sort it out at that end. Brian Christopher, taking you back a little way. One of his previous classics, Let's Stay Home Tonight, as we hopefully will have an interview. And we want to think about Black history as well. Think about Black History Month. What did Black History Month mean to all of y'all that's listening? Remember, Black History Month isn't just about Black people. It is an education. It is talking about the inspiration that Black people have brought to not only America, and we always talk about American history, but also to the UK. How have Black people influenced the history and the landmark of the British society? What do you think that Black people have done for this country? Do you know and understand the real history? We're not just talking about the Black music. We know that R&B, Black music. We know that reggae is there, Black music, soca, merengue. It's all there as part of the musical essence and the musical history. But what else is there that you understand that many Black people have done? Do you understand the history? Do you understand the trials and tribulations that they have gone through? We talked about Windrush some time ago, and that HMS Windrush that brought so many Black people to this country. We talk about the NHS and the involvement of so many Black people to the evolution of the NHS, the trademark that Black people and Black nurses made within the NHS. Think very carefully this month of October. What does Black history mean to you?
On two.
Oh, it sounds like I've got you.
You got me?
We sound like we got you.
All right, my brother. I'm here.
Hey, yes, in celebration of Black History Month, we welcome Mr. Brian Christopher to the Real Reminisce Show. We're just going to let this track play just for a little while. We got him now. We got him. Don't let that microphone go nowhere now.
I'm good, man.
Tell me that you're ready. Maybe we can do this thing. Cause you are everything. Oh, yeah. And I'll give you forever, baby. But I gotta know the deal, girl. I promise to love you for real. Everything you're searching for, everything you're dreaming of. Oh, yeah. Everything, girl, I wanna know. Wasn't looking for anything. All I wanted to do was be there for you. Yeah. You were so defensive. Was no way that love could break through. Just want you to talk to me. Let me know if there's anything I can do. Yeah. Cause baby girl, I'm ready. Maybe we can start. I love you. Cause you are everything, girl, that I ever wanted more. And I'll give you forever, baby. Yeah. But I gotta know the deal. I promise to love you for real. Everything you're searching for, everything you're dreaming of. Baby, I need to know, yeah, everything, girl, I wanna know. Cause I love all I know about you, yeah. And I'm ready to love you forever, baby. There's no way I could live without you. Everything, girl, everything there. Oh, yeah. Everything you're searching for. Everything you're dreaming of, I wanna know. Hey, everything, girl, I wanna know just how you feel, baby. Everything you're dreaming of. Oh, I wanna know just how you feel. Just talk to me, baby. I wanna know, I got to know.
The beautiful voice of Mr. Brian Christopher, as we welcome him to the Real Reminisce. And we can talk to him now. He can talk back to us. How you doing, sir?
Man, I made it.
Wow,
Yes,
I was
indeed.
I was well, I was a little bit worried there because sometimes we have these technical difficulties. And when you started to talk and we had you the first time, and I thought, yeah,
Right.
great. And all of a sudden I heard pop, and I thought, okay, what happened there? Did somebody just bite through a cable? What's going on?
Man, who knows, man? Technology is just like that. You never know. But if you got the knowledge and experience, you figure out some workarounds. How you been, man? It's been a long time.
It has been a while, Brian. It's been a while, and I know that the COVID situation for us over all around the world, everybody on the planet. It's not one of those things that you can say, oh yeah, it's only affecting us over here, or it's only affecting us over here. It's affecting absolutely everybody. So it doesn't matter what the time difference is, what the time zones are, or where you are. We can all still sit and talk about the same thing. We're on, we have lockdowns over here. We know you have lockdowns over there. You can't come out. We can't. It's crazy times. Absolutely crazy.
It is, man. But you know what? You still find ways to be thankful, because there's a lot of people in this time who can't say the same. They've been affected in so many different ways. And the fact that we're still able to do the things that we love and actually be able to use our art and our creativity to encourage those people that might be going through, including ourselves, man, I think that's still a blessing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I feel the pain.
Yeah, we're all feeling it, but at the same time, you're so right. I know that I am still able, to come home and present a show, to have loads and loads of people just log in and say, something, I can listen to some quality music. There are still artists out there that are presenting that quality music to me. There are artists that are coming back to me saying, MP, come on, man. I need an interview because I've got a new track. I've been in the studio. I've been working, and I'm still working hard, and we're still trying to make sure that we represent the Black music. It's Black History Month over here in the UK.
Yeah.
The month of October is when we celebrate Black History Month.
That's awesome, man. That's a good month. That's a good month, man. This is my birthday month, in fact.
Oh, well, there you go.
October 13th. So next Tuesday, man.
Next Tuesday. Well, next Monday, I'm going to be celebrating Brian Christopher's birthday on the show. Next Monday is going to be a birthday celebration for you.
That's what's up, man. Thanks a lot, y'all. Appreciate it. And I know you said I was young. I'm a young man, but I'm 45 years young, so I'm not super young, but I'll claim whatever you're dishing out.
Well, next week we're going to celebrate. We're going to have cake, and we're going to have a little bit of sips of some things, and it's going to be a celebration next Monday. So make sure that you're with us next Monday. Come and join us next Monday.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to have a Brian Christopher party next Monday.
That's
we'd
awesome,
have known, but we know now. So that's really good. Now, as far as your music is concerned, I mean, where are you at now? What has COVID done that's allowed you to keep going?
Well, the funny thing about it, though, is that I don't think my model has changed as much, because when I came out the gate, I was already kind of older. I wasn't doing the young, trying to make it on a label kind of method. So it was always reaching out to the end user, the people, the end listeners. And so it was, and that kind of began and still is with using technology, using the social platforms, using, websites and things like that. So musically, and the way I've been trying to distribute it and get my sound out to people hasn't really changed much. In the beginning, I did come out with an album back in 2010.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was all kind of single based.
Yes.
And that was mainly because, obviously we know mainstream terrestrial radio isn't like spinning independent, like you spoke to the underground independent artists. They're not spinning us like day in and day out. We're just not going to get that.
Yeah.
So the only way from an independent thing that I thought then, and I still believe now, to stay relevant is to continue putting out music at least 2-3 months at a time, and just say, hey, listen, here's something else.
Yes.
And if you like that, here's some money. You know,
That's right.
if you like the steak, here's the greens. If you like the greens, here's the mac and cheese. You know what I mean?
Yep, absolutely. And I think that artists have got to keep doing that, because it is the only way to infiltrate that marketplace. And we know the marketplace has changed over the years. You know, we went through a complete transition where the sound wasn't the same. It moved away from what we would classically call that R&B soulful sound, and they digitized it. And they fancied it up and they twisted it around, and they said, well, you know, and I think it was a case of trying to make it their own and make it belong. But the problem with soul music is you cannot change the format of the magic that is instilled in soul music. And the artists, and that's one of the things about the independent underground artists, they still portray what is called and classified for me as real soul music. We've had people in the chat room, the moment they heard the first song that I played, Brian Christopher, they're like, oh my gosh, listen, what
Let's Stay Home Tonight. Yeah, I appreciate it.
A voice. I mean, you know, to start with that.
Thanks, everybody.
You know, it's something that there are people here who have never heard of Brian Christopher. And now all of a sudden, you know, they're going to think, hang on a second, you mean he's already had albums? He's got singles? They will start looking, hunting and searching. And that's exactly what it's about.
And, you know, that speaks to just how vast this world is, you know, and sometimes I think to those same folks, artists or even businesses, whatever it is, you think that's all it is just your circle, where you live, the people that only knows you. And so you kind of get into this trap that you feel like, hey, my music is old, I need to go do something else. Now, the truth is, your music will always be brand new to somebody else. I want to say shout out to Sammy. I see Sammy. I don't know you, man. But hello, hey. And appreciate the love, man. But so you know what I mean? I just feel like, you know, for me, it'll never get old to me. I mean, you know what I mean? I feel like it has to be one of those things where you create timeless music, or the closest thing to timeless music you think, and let the people decide what that looks like and what that sounds like in this case. And you just keep pushing it out there, introducing, reintroducing, and you know, and creating some more along the way as you go along.
Now we know that, you know, artists are out there, you know, you're out there, you're pushing your music, and quite clearly you're listening to what is going on in the industry out there. You're listening to the artists that, you know, some of them are brand new, but some of them are still the old school that still seem to be pulling forward and also, you know, producing and generating new music, although they've been there for donkey's years. I mean, you know, with regard, you know, we're in a Black history state at the moment. We're thinking about Black history. So at the end of the day, you know, my question to you is going to be, you know, who were your influences from the Black music industry that still today make you think, you know, something, I can push that button. That influenced me, you know, 20 years ago, 40 years ago. What, you know, I can still push that button. Who is it for you?
I got another shout out before I answer that question, but I got to put my 40 plus glasses on. Hold on a second. Skool, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I will keep going. Well, let me say, I would say the one person that has kind of transcended time, you know, in decades, and still doing this thing, and it's influenced me the most, is Jeffrey Osborne.
Oh, wow.
Because this man is like 73, 74 now, and he's still just doing his thing. And, you know, and if I throw in Jeffrey, I'm throwing in the Whispers, who, you know what I mean? If I'm throwing in the Whispers, I'm throwing in the OJs. Okay. And if I'm throwing in the OJs, I'm throwing in Gladys and Patty, who just did their verses a few weeks ago. You know what I mean? These people who are classic artists. Oh yeah. And Sam, you just mentioned Billy Ocean. Billy Ocean just came out with a brand new album.
Absolutely.
Brand new album. And it is phenomenal, man. I listened to the whole thing. And, you know, so I'm listening to those people from the beginning who kind of laid that groundwork for myself, even though I know, you know, there's people before them that they could probably tell you laid their foundation. But for me, it was those folks. And then, of course, as I started singing and listening to vocal tones and things like that, I started listening to Will Downing, who is 30 plus years in. you know, and he's an OG now, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Will and Phil Perry and all those cats like that,
Yeah.
man. So,
Yeah.
but I think Jeffrey is the one that would resonate with me the most from vocals. And I want to throw somebody else out too and shout him out because he hit me one time on Facebook that I really, really appreciate. Gary Taylor.
Oh, Gary. Now you're going back. You're going back. Man. You're going back.
Gary hit me up on Facebook one time and was like, "Hey man, I caught wind of what you're doing, and I just wanted to show you some love and say just keep rocking it out, man." And I still got that message. You know, I hit him back. He didn't hit me back no more, but that was fine.
Yeah, but the thing is, he hit you once. You know, and sometimes
voluntarily,
plenty. You know, sometimes you ain't getting hit by nobody at all. You get hit once by someone like that. I mean, they're being talked to by so many thousands and millions of listeners and artists and producers. You know, to be hit once by a classic like that, you know, that's what you hold on to all the time, and that stays with your memories. You know, Black History Month. You know, 2020, right here with me, the Mighty MP, the Real Reminisce, interviewing live Brian Christopher. Brian, tell him where are you at the moment?
So I'm in the Washington D.C. area. I live in Maryland, but I work in D.C. So I'm right here in what we call the DMV.
Yeah.
And so that's where I've been born, and that's where I'm born and raised. And I don't think I'll be going anywhere, you know, as far as moving. You know, I still need to get over there. I got to get across that pond, man. I got to get over there, man. I've never been. But I do have aspirations to come, so maybe one of these days.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, 2020 is not going to happen. It's not happening for anybody in 2020. I mean, the amount of big artists that were supposed to come here this year is incredible. How everything just slaughtered, and I'm using that word intently. It slaughtered the industry for 2020. We had some massive artists. I mean, to name an artist who, to be perfectly honest, you know, we wondered, we knew that he wasn't well, and to know that he was coming over here, should have been here in the summer of 2020. It didn't happen, and we just really and truly hope that will happen in 2021. Was Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. We know that was going to be one of the biggest sellout gigs. People were going to buy the day pass. It was a festival for the weekend. We know people would buy their day pass just to see again and listen to Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. The last time,
absolutely.
You know, it was several years back, and we're just hoping and praying that he will definitely come back to us and do what he does with that band, because it's just an incredible, iconic band. It's incredible.
And you know, MP, to speak to that, as far as like people that kind of more folks that shape my sound. I mean, you cannot speak about soul if you don't speak about Frankie Beverly, you know what I'm saying, and the entire Maze band. You can't, or Anita Baker, because the reason why I'm naming those folks, because you know, you hear talks of, you know, maybe some illnesses that might slow them down, or you know, people going in retirement for one reason or other, and you almost kind of have this sense of invincibility, like there's no way in the world they could stop singing or performing. But you realize as time goes on, you know, the next time you see them could very well be one of the last times they actually perform on stage, you know?
Yeah. And I know, you know, people think, you know, why do we talk like this? Because it's real. It is the reality of life, and we have to be very, very real. And that's why I always say, whenever we play tracks, and we play tracks from artists, and I always suggest, if you ever have the opportunity to go and see the artist live, take the opportunity to see them live. Don't waste any time. Don't worry about your friends saying, well, I know, but you know, I've made massive mistakes in my history of collecting music, listening to music, presenting music. I've made so many mistakes in not going to see the artist live. And, you know, that's what now I'm making sure that I deal with, you know, whether it's an interview, whether it's going to see them on stage. You know, if you can afford it, you know, go and see him abroad. My sister did it several times. She's seen people abroad. She saw the Whispers, you know, over in the States, not over here. She saw Stephanie Mills over in the States, not over here. You know, she took the time out. And I regret not doing that. And I'm going to make sure, and it's one of the things that I have now on my bucket list, see the artist live.
Yeah, just to say, hey, like you said, bucket list, and just to say, hey, man, I was able to, man. Listen, shout out to Miss Valentine, love, mwah, mwah, mwah.
Live interview right here, Brian Christopher. Check it out here, the Real Reminisce. What a voice, When he comes over to the UK, we're going to make sure we go and see him live. He's got to come to the UK. He ain't done it yet. He's going to do it. He's got to do it.
Don't know what to say or do, 'cause you got me high. My heart, it beats for you. I can't deny. You got me so caught up. I'm feeling unique. Yeah, baby. Don't wanna be selfish, girl. Just want you to see that you're beautiful in so many ways. I just want you. I want you to know, baby, love is everything's alright. Yeah. When I'm alone with you, girl. Girl, when I see you, I gotta hold you closer in my arms and tell you all of me, the ends of my affections. 'Cause you're my life, my heart, my friend, my love. You have taught me to express my feelings. 'Cause in the morning, girl, breakfast in bed, to celebrate all we had, long days ahead. 'Cause you got me so caught up, I'm feeling your needs. Yes, baby. Don't wanna be selfish, girl. Just want you to see that you're beautiful in so many ways. I just want you. I want you to know that my love is true, baby. Everything's alright when I'm alone. Yeah, alright, yeah. I just want you. I want you to know, babe. My love is true. Everything's alright when I'm alone. Yeah. Oh, there's trouble, girl. I want you to know there's no place I'd rather be. I love you. So let's make music, girl. I want to spend my life and seek the one who brings us to harmony. I just want you. I want you to know, baby, my love is true, girl. It's alright.
Wow. They're loving that one. They're loving that one. Oh my word, they're going clear on that one. Oh my word.
I just want you to know. Hey, I got you, man.
Listen, don't stop singing, man. Don't stop. Once you start, just do not stop, because the listeners.
Hey, man.
I've got rewind. They're already telling me to rewind. The track's ended, and they've got a rewind. How does that? How do you get to that stage?
I don't know, man.
You got to tell us, how old is that track now?
That track, when did I come up with that track? I came up with that track maybe 2013 or something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Now you see, as far as these listeners are concerned, that came out yesterday. Okay,
hey, and that's what I know.
Yesterday, and that's the longevity of the kind of quality of music, and this is why we need to speak to people like yourselves, the independent underground sound, because you're the kind of artistry that you portray is the kind of artistry that in a lot of ways is missing from the industry today. And as you mentioned earlier, a lot of the mainstream stations, they're not playing the independent underground. If they do, they play it once and they never play it again. It never gets playlisted. Big shout out to Spitro. If Spitro is there on Facebook, he says, tune! The amount of O's in that word.
I love it.
we got people listening in abundance, and that's absolutely fantastic.
I
Brian,
love it, man.
what a track! Alone with You. For those
Yes,
of you
indeed.
that don't have that track, make sure you go out and find it. It's out there.
Yeah,
Okay?
man. Yeah,
It is
you
out
guys
there.
know Brian Christopher. You guys, BrianChristopherOnline.com. You go there, you can find it all. You know what I mean? But if it's on all the streaming platforms, that's how you like to do it too. So, yeah, that's the thing, man. You speak to it so eloquently because the end of the day is like you got to realize they're not necessarily going to bring it to you. I mean, shout out to you and the other folks like yourself that are spinning it and our music and letting people know that we exist. But you have a large task because like you said, there's a lot of artists. There's a lot of people that you're trying to give a chance, and you're not trying to be super biased. Even if you might have some favorites, you can't be biased because it's like, hey, I want you guys. I want to introduce the world as many people as you possibly can while you have an opportunity. So it is kind of opportunity and onus on the listeners to go out and find it because it's available out there. And so it's kind of this give and take. I'm gonna introduce myself as much as possible, but also if you know that somebody's out there, go out there and explore YouTube, explore Apple Music, explore some of these other outlets that are playing this music because it's out there. It is out there, and I know it for sure.
Now we know that you mentioned about the streaming platforms, and over the COVID period, I have to say, and maybe they're out there listening as well, but there are streaming platforms that are really giving us a hard time. The industry for the artist has changed. The streaming platform right about now appears to be the biggest way in which we can project the music to the general public, to the listeners, so that they hear it, feel it, and go out and buy it. But the unfortunate situation that we're in is this word that everybody keeps putting out there, and Facebook are doing it extremely intently, is copyright. And I have been in a situation where I have been interviewing an artist, played the track that they sent me, and had it blocked by the streaming platform because of copyright, although I'm interviewing the person at the time that I'm playing the track. I mean, how do you feel? And I know a lot of the artists out there need to kind of sit up and think about this, but how do you feel about the fact that we may be playing your track, but it might get blocked, it might get muted because of copyright?
Right. Now, I can one-up you. I've actually gone on Facebook with my music, playing my music, and they told me if I don't stop playing this song,
they're going to sue you.
We will cut you off. And I was like, I will? You know what I mean? Sammy, you're right. It's run by robots. I mean, it's a huge platform, those social platforms. And I understand, and trust me, I totally understand because there are people out there that are abusing, and a bot is not going to be able to distinguish who's doing what. I do, however, know that there is some give and take to it because I've seen like super popular DJs, would spend for hours. You know what I mean? And it won't get cut off. So I don't know what that's about. So there is some
money.
Yeah, there's some subjectivity to it because I know they're not paying anything, but they look at it and say, oh, I recognize this guy, so I'm going to let them play it or what have you. This is what I would say, though, from an artist perspective. And I'll also say it from a presenter's perspective for you and anybody else that chooses to do what you do is don't stop because, whatever that time period is not just a one-off anyway. You know what I mean? So you're playing it, I'm performing it, I'm presenting it my way, you present it and say, hey, if you cut it off, guess what? I'll be back tomorrow and I'll be somewhere else or I'll be on another platform. Catch me if you can. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the only way that we can do it. And we know that there are, there are developing streaming platforms. And yes, we know that what's happening, the knock on the domino effect is that some of the other streaming platforms are saying, okay, you can broadcast on here. We won't stop you, but you've got to pay a fee. And now there's a monetary value to it, and you've got to pay for the platform to prevent you from being locked off and all the rest. But we know that there are so many of us out there, and all that we're trying to do is entertain. All that we're trying to, we don't make anything financially, out of playing. I do this show. It's a voluntary show, and I love what I do, and I love presenting the kind of music that independent artists like yourself are portraying. And to be stopped from doing that, to keep listeners that we have in the multitude of chat rooms from being entertained and being given the information about an artist, a new artist, a relevant artist, an older artist who's come back.
Right.
You know, we just think it's damning to an industry that already is on its feet, because it is.
Now, I will say, and I definitely understand that, and I mean, it could be, but you know, there's so many different ways. I mean, currently, I've been running a Patreon page. You might be familiar with that. It's a more subscription based. Anybody asks me what it's about, I would just say this: Beyonce, for instance, came out with "Love Is Black Is King," right? Or "Black Is King" about a couple of months ago or over the summer, and she said, "Hey, I'm coming out with this." Everyone was excited. Where is it going to be, Beyonce? It's going to be on Disney Plus. You go to Disney Plus and you say, "I don't see Love Is King," because Disney Plus says, "Oh, it's cost $5-6 for you to get Disney Plus." And so, and it will. Oh, I'll just wait for it to come on cable. Oh, it won't be on cable. I'll wait for it to come on YouTube. Oh, it won't be on YouTube. If you want it, it'll be here. And so I've been shout out to what I consider the ICE crew, my independent creative entrepreneur crew, the ICE crew, all those that's been joining up and supporting what I've been doing over there. That's one way. It's kind of like a back room, if you will, to my creativity. And it's been really successful, and I'm hoping that it will grow. But also on Facebook, you know, they have the Facebook rooms, and I don't know how well those are doing. But I know they're not monitoring, you know, what you're playing there as much, because that's strictly voluntary, and you can have up to about 50 people in there so far.
You know, I mean, yes, we can do it that way, but we actually want to attract more than 50 people. As you know.
I know, right? I know, I get it, man. I mean, listen, we're just trying to find out a way out of, maneuver, man. But I would just say, man, just keep doing what you're doing, man. I personally want to say thank you, and I appreciate you, man. And for all these years, you've been rocking my stuff, and you know, that's honorable, you know what I mean? And I really, really appreciate it, man. I feel so good about it. That's why whenever I come out with stuff, I'm like, yo, here it is. I got some new stuff, man, because I want you guys to have it.
Absolutely. And, you know, it is an honor for us to be able to play this type of music. Brian Christopher, it is an honor to have you again on the Real Reminisce, so that we can play music, and it goes a little something like this.
Hey!
Brian Christopher live and direct with us. The Real Reminisce, tropicalfm.com/Studio One.
Come on! Slowly, my eyes are open to reality. No longer living in a dream. You've been everything a man could want, and girl, I think you made me a believer that someone would be faithful and ready to receive so much love, babe. So much love I wanna give. I'm so happy, girl, someone like you. Remembering a time before I understood true love.
Thank you.
And what made it so special was your love that taught me I could live transparently. And yes, you made me a believer that someone would be faithful and ready to receive so much love, babe. Ooh, so much love. I'm so happy that I found someone like you. So much love, babe. Hey. So much love. I'm so happy that I found someone like you. Oh, came into my life, girl. I think the heavens you are everything I dreamed of, everything I dreamed of. So much more. You taught me how to love you, girl. Never falling into someone who really loves me and ready to receive. So much love, babe. Yeah, so much ready to receive. I'm so happy that I found someone like you. That someone would be faithful. Oh, that someone would be you. And now I realize I can give so much love, babe. Yeah, so much love. I'm so happy that I found someone like you. So much love. So much love. So much love. I'm so happy that I found someone like you. So much love. So much love.
Wow.
Hey, love to be right.
Fresh as a daisy. Yesterday's music today. Today's music tomorrow. Brian Christopher live and direct with us here. The Real Reminisce. TropicalFM.com/Studio One. And also Twitch.tv/Real Reminisce. You can catch us on Periscope as well, on Twitter. Big evening out to Miss Valentine, to all those that are locked in on Twitch here. We know that some people have migrated across because we know that at some point Facebook will just kick us out and say, hey, make about your business. So we do have that little transition where we're moving across to Twitch.tv/Real Reminisce, or go straight to the Tropical FM site itself, tropicalfm.com/Studio One. And you can capture us in full HD. You can transmit us onto your 52-inch flat screen TV that is sitting on the wall, and play us through your sound box as well. Hear us through the stereophonic sound that you have at home. And Miss Valentine has alluded to the fact that you can cook as well.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, you know what? Because I'm just one of those guys. I'll post stuff, like, especially if it's good. You never want to post stuff if you're like, oh, this is good. Somebody needs to take a picture of this. But those, you don't see all the burnt potatoes and everything I had to throw away to get to that.
You took them off. You took them or put them to one side.
Oh, no, you don't want to see this. Oh, this is the one. Take a picture real quick. Yeah, no, but I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good in the kitchen, man, I will say.
So if you have to cook something, something, cook as a meal. I mean, what's the first thing that you're likely to think of that you'd really want to cook?
Well, let's see. It all depends who I'm cooking for, but I mean, I'll just.
You're cooking for Miss Valentine. You're cooking for Miss Valentine.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean,
oh, yeah. Well, let's see. I think I'll start off with a little blackened salmon. How about that? We'll start off with that, and then I'll perhaps maybe do a little risotto with a little white wine in there. You know what I mean? And then maybe for some greenery, maybe some grilled asparagus. You know what I mean? And then you have those really nice balsamic drizzle on there. Yeah, and then chop it off with a nice white wine, Chardonnay or something like that. Yeah.
And what's for dessert?
Me? I mean, I'm sorry.
Did he really say? Did he say that on air? Did he say it on air? My God! Auntie G, I'm sorry you're late. You're too late. I'm sorry. Miss Valentine got this one sewn up completely.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh!
Yes, indeed, man.
Valentine, she's written it out. Look, she's written out the menu.
The whole menu, right?
Oh my word! I cannot believe this. Black History Month, right here with me, the Mighty MP 2020, as we look back on the history of. And we want you to understand a little bit about what Black history is all about, giving you a little bit of information, because Black history is in America. It's celebrated in America, not at the same time that it's celebrated over here in the UK. I think in the States, it's earlier in the year, but over here in February, the United Kingdom, it is February in the States, but over here it is October. And it was organized through the leadership of Ghanaian analyst Akiyaba Ade-Sibo, who had served as a coordinator of special projects for the Greater London Council, formerly known as the GLC. Those of you who are old enough to know and understand what those initials mean. The Greater London Council, the GSC, and created a collaboration to get it underway. It was first celebrated in London town, the month of October. It started in 1987. Would you believe? Taking you back so many years. We've got some listeners on here who weren't even born in 1987. Don't even know what 1987 means.
Oh man!
You know, it is really formulated history. You know, for some people, 1987. I know where I was in 1987, but I ain't going to tell you where I was because that just gives away how much older than Brian I really am.
Now, MP. Yeah. All right. So I don't know if you saw my special message that I inboxed you. I don't know if you saw the private chat. But, you know, I told you my birthday is coming up, and I'm not sure where I'll be. If I'm not here next Monday, I'm gonna try my best. But if I'm not here next Monday, I want to maybe do something tonight for those who are listening. If you are game,
I'm game.
I want to sing something live on air.
Oh God, that's not game. That's essential. That's essential. That is, forget the game.
I mean, all right, because I had to set it all up and get the microphone, and I got my tracks and everything. So I said, you know what? Do something special for the people because I'm getting so much love. You know, I want to extend the love back to you guys.
Hey, Auntie G. Normally, just let me lay it down here. Auntie G, right? Jerry Phillips is in there, right? She normally introduces herself by saying "Marnin," right? That is her usual introduction. But now she's come on and she's seen Brian Christopher. I'm gonna read it the way that she would say it, right?
Okay.
Hello. That's how she's written it. That's how three exclamation marks at the end of it. Hello, Auntie G.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that with the three. So the three means hello.
Hello. Okay. Miss Valentine, you need to control some people in this chat room. Yeah, it's getting kind of breezy out there. You know, Brian Christopher is getting himself set up for an exclusive right here with me, the mighty MP, the real Reminisce. In Black History Month 2020. This will make history for us. It will be a memorable moment. And for those of you that are locked in, that are listening, that stayed listening, those in the background that stayed listening, you need to come to the foreground because Brian Christopher is going to do something that we haven't had on this show for a long, long time. It's a first for him, for us. He's going to sing live. He wants to do it. He wanted to do it next week for his birthday, but he's not sure where he's going to be. So it's in advance of a birthday. My gosh.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I'm ready when you are, man. You just let me know.
You take it over. It's your show now.
All right, man. Well, listen, I want to welcome you guys to the Brian Christopher Show. And this is one of my favorite songs, and I don't know how it is and what the atmosphere is where you are right now, but I encourage you to get real. I can't wait to get home to you. Yeah, the way. Whoa. Yeah. Girl, I've been thinking about you all day and so glad to be off and on my way back to you. Come on. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Ooh, babe. Yeah. Let me talk to you, girl. I'm patiently waiting for this day to end and I can make my way, babe. There's so much I want to do, anticipating the moment that I see your face. Can't wait, girl, to be alone with you. I can't wait to get home to you. You've been the only thing on my mind. Yeah, I can't wait to get home to you. I want to spend some time. Don't worry, I'll still sing a cappella for you. Thanks for letting me know. Listen, I can't wait, baby, just to wrap myself inside your loving passion. Oh, I can feel it, yeah. The taste of your lips touching against mine, yeah. Ooh, soft music, light slow, that's what sets the mood right. Girl, I've been waiting for you all day. Yeah, sweet wine, slow grind, it's what's in store tonight, babe. So come on here, baby. Let me show you. I can't wait, babe. Hey, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait to get home to you. Yeah, you've been the only thing on my mind. All right, babe. I can't wait to get home to you. Hey, I want to spend some time. Oh, I can't wait to get home to you. I can't wait, babe. You've been the only thing on my mind, girl. Ooh, yeah, I can't wait to get home to you. Yeah, yeah. I want to spend some time with you, babe. I can't wait, say, I can't wait to get home to you. Come on, y'all. Yeah. You've been the only thing on my mind. I can't wait. I can't wait to get home to you. All right. I want to spend some time. I want to spend some time with you. I can't wait to get home to you. All right. I didn't realize it was acapella, but it's going to work out that way anyway, man. Oh, man. Thank you.
Absolutely. We didn't mind it was a cappella. That is how you know an artist can sing. Doesn't matter if the music wasn't coming through. We didn't mind at all that the music wasn't coming through. The a cappella was coming through. It was intense. And all I could see is everyone going, wow.
Well, I heard it in my ears, so I was jamming. But thank you guys, man. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate the love. And that's one of my favorite songs. Can't Wait to Get Home to You. I wrote that probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, MP. And I love it. You guys can get that off of BrianChristopherOnline.com. And you go listen to all my music. You can listen to YouTube. You can listen to it on Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Wherever you like to listen to music, just make sure you guys just pull it up and share it and rock with it, man, like you really mean it.
And that's what we're going to do with all of the independent artists. As you said, we've got to share the music, share the love of music, share the love of the independent underground, and share the sounds of artists just like Mr. Brian Christopher.
Hey.
Slowly, my eyes are open to reality. No longer living in a dream. You've been everything a man could want, and girl, I I think you made me a believer that someone would be faithful and ready to receive. So much love, babe. Yeah. So much love I wanna give. I'm so happy, girl. Someone like you. Remembering a time before I understood true love. And what made it so special was your love that taught me I could live transparently. And yes, you made me a believer that someone would be faithful and ready to receive. So much love, babe. Ooh, so much love. I'm so happy that I found someone like you. So much love, babe. Hey. So much love. I'm so happy that I found someone like you. Oh, came into my life, girl. I think the heavens, you are everything I dreamed of, everything I dreamed. So much more. You taught me how to love you, girl. Never thought it. Someone who really loves me and ready to receive, So much love, babe. Yeah, so much ready to receive. I'm so happy that I found someone like you.
Pull up the tune.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Brian Christopher taking over. Yeah.
The way you kiss me, the way you hold my hand, the way you make that sound when I'm loving you, the way you tease me, the way you make me feel, the ways that I can show what you mean to me. So good. A vision of perfection.
Yeah.
So good. I'll do anything you ask me. Yeah. Open up my eyes. Open up my eyes. The way, yeah. You brighten up my life. Let me know you love me, yeah. The way you speak to me, the way you look into my eyes, the way that you assure you'll be there for me, makes me wanna love you. I pledge to you my trust for the ways that you have shown I'm your everything. You've been so good. A vision of perfection. My heart's so full. I'll do anything you ask me. Yeah. You
Open up my eyes.
Open up my eyes. The way
You
brighten up my life. Brighten up my life.
Oh, you love me.
The way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good. My heart, so full.
Yeah.
You open up my eyes. The way. Brighten up my life. You brighten up my life. Yeah.
Beautiful sounds of Brian Christopher live and direct with me, the Mighty MP, the real Reminisce on a Monday evening. Wow, he's taken over.
Hey,
He's
that's
taken
right.
over the show. Brian, that means you've got to be here every single Monday between the hours of 8 and 11 because they're going to expect you now. They're going to think that
I'm
you've
on
got
it,
a brand new show now.
I'm on it, man. I'm on it. Hey, look, little sidebar, man. Back in 2010, 11, I actually had my own show one time, man.
Wow,
It was
yeah.
It was called the Brian Christopher Show. Very, very original, right? And but it was cool, man. I had it like Saturdays and Sunday evenings. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Listen, it doesn't need to say any more than that. All it needs to say is that it's the Brian Christopher Show. That's all it needs to say.
Oh man, yeah, I
Wow.
appreciate it, man. Listen, I got a backstory to that song.
Yep.
I love the song. It's but when I don't know, I was fresh to the whole recording thing, and I love the song, and I recorded. But it wasn't until my mom started singing the song, and she was like, "You've opened up my eyes, let me know you love me." I was like, "Mom, that's not the words." I was like, and she was like, "Well, that's what it says on the record, son."
Yeah.
And I went back and I listened to it, and I was like, "Oh my God, I didn't record the lyrics the way I wrote them." And so, because the original way I wrote it was, "You've opened up my eyes, make me feel so special."
Yeah.
The way, and then it was,
Wow.
"Let me know you love me" on the second part.
Yeah.
But you know what? It works.
It
So
works.
I said,
Absolutely, it works. And if it works, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly,
why
man.
change it? Why change it?
Well, I did. I went back, and I went back and I recorded an acapella, well, not an acapella, but a scaled down kind of acoustic version to it. That's what I should say. And it's really, really cool. Just me and piano and another indie artist named Nia Simmons. We did a version of it, and I corrected the lyrics on that one. So, yeah.
Right.
But it's all good.
We're not going to leave you. We want you to stay for the rest of the show because people love it when we have artists on the show, and we never do a 10-minute interview. We never do a 15-minute interview, as far as we're concerned. And as you can see on the screen, the show's been taken over by you now.
Hey, what's happening, everybody?
We want you to tell a little bit about this next track because I'm certainly ready, but I'm not sure that they're ready for the I'm ready because I'm ready.
Right. Well, okay. Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready now?
well, I'm ready, but I'm not sure if they're ready.
All right. Well, let me say this. All right, you've already kind of alluded or just acknowledged the fact that 2020 has been a crazy year for everybody all across the globe. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so I'm very convinced that out of this entire thing, there will be some quarantine babies being born out of here. There's gonna be some quarantine babies out of. So let's just say this song was inspired by the fact that I know that a baby from this quarantine 2020 cannot come in without a proper soundtrack. And if you haven't gotten there yet, this is a soundtrack for you to get you in the mood to have the next quarantine Corona Jenkins or whatever the name might be. The song is called I'm Ready. It's my brand new single. Just came out 2 weeks ago, man. Hope you guys are ready for it. Let's go.
Like that. Don't stop. Your hands all over my body. These lips so longing to kiss you. Girl, I'm feeling this vibe, babe. There's no telling what we gon' do. Pull you in closer, draw you in deeper. I can't wait till it's my turn, so get ready. My tongue has got a surprise for you. Yeah. Tongue has got a surprise for you. Oh. I'm ready, get ready, alright. Cause I'm ready, baby, get ready, I'm ready, get ready, because I'm ready, baby. Turn around on your style, so I can kiss the small of your back, baby. There's no need to rush, no. You know how long I've been waiting for you. Now arch your back to my rhythm, then grab the sheets when I pull your waist. I'm so lost in this feeling, girl. I want you to have your way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Want you to have your way, babe. Yeah, like that. Let's go. Been such a long time coming, such a long time coming, baby. Yeah. Your body is calling me. I want you, baby. Ooh, oh, yeah. And I ain't got no time to play, yeah. I ain't got no time, baby. Just meet me home with no closer, yeah. Bring you on with that sofa until you're calling my name. You're calling my name. All right. Because I'm ready, baby. Get ready. I'm ready. Get ready. I'm ready, baby. Get ready, baby. I'm ready. Because I'm ready. You bring out, I make love.
Mint Condition, Eat Your Heart Out. Silk, Eat Your Heart Out. Jodeci, Eat Your Heart Out. This is one man singing, sounding like a band, sounding like a group. Wow. I'm ready. Are you ready? Brian Christopher's brand new single. Oh yeah. We got it. Yeah, we got it.
I'm ready. Yeah. I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. Ooh, I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. Are you ready, baby?
2020. The year of Black History Month to the month of October, right here with me, the Mighty MPs. This is a real reminisce. www.tropicalfm.com/Studio One. You can also catch us on twitch.tv/real reminisce each and every Monday, introducing you to brand new, independent, underground music at its very best, the best of quality soul. Yeah. Cream always rises to the top. It takes time to rise, but once it's risen and it's at the top, that's where we want to hold it there and leave it there. Yeah. For those of you that, imagine a Guinness. Right at the top is that head of the Guinness, right? It's there. Big shout out to Kerry Sullivan locked in. She can imagine. You can certainly imagine. And right here, we have one of those creams that has risen to the top. A track like that, I'm ready. We're certainly ready for more music like that. Brian, we've got to ask you, when is the album coming? I mean, that's a single, and we know you like to put these things. Is there an album coming?
This might be an album's worth of music coming, but you know what, man? I'm gonna say officially probably no, but who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
So here's the thing: consider that a dish that you like, one of your favorite dishes, and while you're eating on that, I'll be cooking something else. You know what I mean? So this is like a 20-course meal, if you will. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh man, that was delicious. And they'll be like, oh, you like that? We'll try this if you don't mind. Try this, and
you see, he's a man that needs to be on MasterChef, really, because he's bringing the food industry back into the music. He's just starter. We have the main course. Valentine is still waiting for the dessert. Long distance dessert. That's going to be Miss Valentine. I've seen you saying it.
I know. I see you talking, man. Listen, that's Sammy.
Auntie G. Hey, Auntie G, I've told you already. Auntie G, you need to sit down. She said, oh, Lord, yep, she's ready.
No, don't let her sit down. Let her stand up.
Oh, my God. Hey, Brian, man, I'm going to get inundated. You got to remember, when the show's finished, you'll go and sit down and they'll be on this. What happened? Why did the show end? It's not supposed to end.
What happened, right?
All I can say to these listeners, is if the truth be told.
Come on with it.
Real music for real people right here, the Real Reminisce. The gravitational pull towards Brian Christopher. If the truth be told. There it is.
Let me talk to you. Wait. Ooh, I really don't know how to say it, but I'm gonna. Cause girl, I'm in a whole other place right now. Come on. See, there were different situations trying to tear us apart. And I almost let it. Cause I didn't want to face the truth about love. And how it has so many ups and downs. And there were plenty who would have their own opinions about us. I should have never even let them in.
Watch us on our new music. Play em up. Brand new. Watch us on our new music. Play em
I just got to remind everybody, because I know some people are thinking, they're closing their eyes and they're thinking, no, this is not Eric Roberson. Yeah, check it out. Please do. This is not Eric Roberson. Just check it out. This is not Frank McComb, but check it out. This is Brian Christopher. Yeah.
Let me talk to you. Wait. Ooh, I really don't know how to say it, but I'm gonna. Cause girl, I'm in a whole other place right now. See, there were different situations trying to tear us apart. And I almost let it. Cause I didn't want to face the truth about love. And how it has so many ups and downs. Yeah. And there were plenty who would have their own opinions about us. I should have never even let them in. Never let them hang around. Hey. And if the truth be told, I would have walked away. If the truth be told, you would have let me go. Ooh. If the truth be told, you would have walked away. The truth be told, I would have let you go. Yeah. Wait. There were times I truly thought that we were over. Yeah. 'Cause we would fight every single night. Ooh. And I remember secretly wishing you would just leave, so I could easily justify not even trying, no.
Love is strong.
Yeah. And I knew better. Girl, you're the best thing brothers ever had. And even through, stay together. And I'm not about to give up on you, girl. Give up. Love is all we need, so don't give in. Love is all we need, and don't give up. Love is all. Love is all we need. Yeah. If the truth be told, if the truth be told, I would have walked away. If the truth be told, you would have let me go. You would have let me go. If the truth be told, you would have walked away. And if the truth be told, I would have let you go. If the truth be told, if the truth be told,
If the truth be told, the show will go on until tomorrow sometime. Yeah, if the truth be told, Brian Christopher. Wow. I was name dropping for a reason. I was name dropping because I do know that sometimes you know people hear independent artists and they think to themselves, I don't know the name of this artist, but it sounds like, or it might be. And I had to make sure that that we put the platform where the platform needs to be. And we know that there are some fantastic artists out there. Eric Roberson being one, and I name dropped. Frank McComb being one, and I name dropped intentionally because at the end of the day, the listeners need to understand where the balance of the industry needs to be. An independent artist, major artist, doesn't matter where you sit, the balance of that industry needs to be shown that here is an artist, Brian Christopher, that you may have never heard of, but as far as I'm concerned, I put him on the same platform as these other artists that you will have heard of. You will have heard me play, and their music is out there in abundance. But here is an artist whose music we've been playing for a large portion of the show because that's what we want to do. We want to project this man's music out there so that you can understand exactly where we come from when we talk about independent underground music.
Yes, indeed.
Excellent.
Yes, indeed.
Excellent.
Yes, indeed.
Well,
I appreciate that, man. And shout out to Eric and Frank and all the other guys. Anthony David, a lot of those folks that are out there have been doing their thing. Kanye Doss on the, you name it, man. Algebra. There's a lot of folks that's really, really doing some things. And there's levels to this thing, MP. You know what I mean? Like, you have the majors, of course.
Yeah.
And then it's almost like you have everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But the everybody else is the ones that really make up this industry, believe it or not. You know what I mean? And so yeah, I'm listening to all of it and kind of seeing who's doing what, and I'm excited about it. I follow Eric on his Patreon. He has a Patreon thing, so I follow him, and he's been following me. We actually did a show last summer together.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's a really cool guy.
I mean, how does it feel when, especially, I don't know how the collaborations on shows work, but especially if an artist, such as Eric or even Frank, you do a show with them, and knowing that there are some intonations that are pretty similar in the sound, and when he goes on and then you go on, I'm sure that people are saying, wow, okay, yeah. Well, maybe Eric, you could just sit down for a little while because Brian's got this sewn up. Really, I mean, does it ever get uncomfortable, or does it ever feel, that competitiveness? I mean, it's a bit like going on an athletics track, and that there are runners who are just as fast, or you might be faster on the day, and that may happen on that day.
Right. Listen, I think that is actually the spirit of this soul music that keeps it strong and viable has been keeping it strong and viable over here. If you listen back to some of the older cats we named earlier, the Whispers and the OJs and all. Listen, and then if you think about the Motortown Review, the whole thing with it, they were all under the Motown label.
Yep.
But when it came down to showtime, they wanted to be the top villain. And, depending on how you did the night before that would determine how far up the ranks you would get in terms of getting more time on stage. And I think that only aided to it being a better show for the people that's in the audience, And so for me, I do feel like, if you will, there's a little too much kumbaya in the independent world, because it's almost like, oh, can't we all win? And it's like, but the truth is if the truth be told, no, we all can't win the same way. Now you can have your own, but every time I hit the stage, I want to make sure that I'm doing my best. And if somebody gets, caught in the crossfire, then so be it. Shout out to my man Bashiri Assad from Indianapolis, man. And I'm not sure if you're on to him, but man, check him out. I'll send you some stuff about him too, man. And we talk about that all the time. I mean, hey, get out there and do your best, man, and raise the bar if you can, so that whoever's out there benefiting from it in the audience can really, really just enjoy themselves and be like, wow. I saw Sammy say, wow, this is an awesome show, man. It's like, and I'm kind of like, hey, that's great. So whoever comes after me, they better be on it. As far as Sammy's concerned.
Yeah, exactly. They better be on it, because at the end of the day, I mean, this is the kind of show that we like to portray. This is the kind of discussion we like to have. I know that sometimes, people have a music presented show and they say, oh, get on with the music. Do we need to talk? Yes, we do need to talk, because sometimes people don't understand what the industry is doing, where it's coming from. They listen to the music and they think that that's it. You walk underneath an apple tree, the apple's hanging over, you pick it, you walk off, and you forget that there are more apples on that tree, and where did that tree come from, and how is it going to grow, and what can happen next year. Next year comes and you walk past that same tree and there's no apple, and all of a sudden you take notice, but you didn't take notice last year to see how many apples are still on that tree.
You preaching, man. You over there preaching over there, man.
Listen, you got to pay attention, man. You got to pay attention. This is a real reminiscence on a Monday, and that's how we do.
Let me get the organ. Let me get the church organ going, man. You're preaching right now. You're preaching right now, man. But listen, and trust me, the music, of course, is the end goal. And I'm not expecting everyone to really care about the behind the scenes story, what it takes to get to it, because I do feel like that's another part sometimes artists try to do. They lean too much on the support me, please support me. And I'm like, no, you keep creating what you create and let the people that, rock with the people that rock with you. That's the main thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Now, in the essence of the real Reminisce, I've had a couple of artists that have thrown some things my way, and I've seen this message from Miss Valentine. Don't mention Konya Doss to the mighty MP.
She and I, we did a show together too, about 3 summers ago.
Yeah,
3 or 4 summers ago.
Konya Doss, one of my faves, but a young artist who's up and coming, who has been nominated for certain awards in 2020, been given certain awards for 2020, and she has a brand new track. And in the midst of this interview, I'm just going to throw this one by the wayside, because I do want to play her track. I do want to introduce you to new music.
Yeah, let me hear it.
An artist out there, you may know the name. I'm sure that you will do. She goes by the name of Tracy Cruz. Check this out.
Okay.
The very first day that we met was a moment I couldn't forget. It was so special to me. When I looked into your eyes, the connection was divine. Felt like I knew you for a lifetime. Wanna get to know you, wanna love and adore you. Wanna be the best for you, wanna be there for you. With each day that passes by, our love grows stronger over time. Reaching deeper depths and higher heights, our hearts become more synchronized, while our minds become alive. Oh, I need you in my life. Wanna get to know you, wanna love and adore you. Ooh, wanna be the best for you, wanna be there for you. Wanna get to know you, wanna love and adore you. Oh, wanna be the best for you, wanna be there for you. Oh, you came into my life, the joy I can't describe, You truly changed my life, With you I feel alive. You came and changed my life, The joy I can't describe, You truly changed my life. With you I feel wanna get to know you, wanna love and adore you. Wanna be the best for you, wanna be there for you. Best for you. Wanna get to know you, wanna love and adore you, love you.
Multi-award winning Tracy Cruz.
Wanna be the best for you, wanna be there for you, adore you, love you.
Brand new single, track entitled Your Love Is Everything. Love the vibe on that. The soulful voice, the jazzy voice, Tracy Cruz. Send that one to me. I listen to it. You know, sometimes you get a track and I only need to hear a couple of bars. I just need to hear the first couple of bars and I know. And that's how a track grabs me. If it doesn't grab me in the first 4 bars, the first 8 bars, I can't. Yeah, maybe I'll come back to it. But that one, wow! And I thought, had to be.
Yeah, I'm digging that, man. I'm digging that. And shout out to Tracy Cruz, man. I might have to reach out to her and see what's popping. You know where she's from? Where's she from?
I can send you her details. You can actually check her out on www.tracycruzmusic.com. Okay. You can get her on Facebook.com, Tracy Cruz Music page. She's got her Twitter and her Instagram and all this. Yeah, man.
I'll look her up. Yeah. I'll look her up, man. Definitely. Thanks for sharing that, man. Yeah.
Absolutely. Independent underground music at its very best right here with me, the Mighty MP. That's what we do on a Monday evening. It's 10:33. And before I come back to Brian, Miss Valentine, I'm sorry. I know that you mentioned it, but it has to be done. The beautiful voice of Miss Konya Doss.
Konya Doss.
Ooh! We haven't played her for a little while, but this evening we're certainly going to do it. Big good evening again out to my sister. Hey, Maureen, how you doing? Locked in. Good evening and welcome.
I see you driving in your car, driving in your car. I see you walking down the street, babe. Do you ever
those sirens. Oh my God, those sirens. What am I to do? They're coming for you. It's just an everyday occurrence when you're in my shoes. I could be jogging in a park, I'm hanging with my friends. When it comes to me, I'm not really free. Tell me, don't you see what's been bugging me? Tell me what you see when you look at me. Why can't you love me from within? All you see is sin. Please don't judge my skin.
I hope you see how they objectify girl deep inside, invisibly inspired. You left your curves, it all started out with you. You planted seeds, you made this world so beautiful. It's just an everyday occurrence when you're in the shoes. I speak my mind and then they claim it's just an act too. When it comes to me, I'm not really free. Tell me, don't you see what's been bugging me? Tell me what you see when you look at me. Why can't you love me from within? All you see is sin. Please don't judge my skin. Please don't judge my skin. Tell me what you see when you look at me. When you look at me. Why can't you love me from within? All you see is sin. Please don't judge my skin.
Black woman, hold your head high. Girl, please dry your eyes. Spread your wings and fly.
Like man, no, you're not alone. You're not never on your own. Never lose your stride.
2020's been a real year. I don't understand how we still here. All the blacks getting killed here. Being black in America, real fear. Land of the free, what the song say. Unless you black on the wrong day, or talk back to a cop in the wrong way. You blink twice, you can lose your life. It's real life, one much, just a few things. Stop killing all my brothers like it's routine. Recognize a black woman is a true queen. And let us live on Juneteenth. I don't use my skin as a weapon, so you don't have to see it as threat. At a time it just might get me killed. Still I feel being black is a blessing.
I don't use my skin as a weapon, so you don't have to see it as a threatening. Oh, I mean the lyrics on that. I don't use my skin as a weapon. In 2020, Black Lives Matter. These are the tracks that are very poignant today. In 2020, in the month of October, when we celebrate Black history, it is a celebration of the culture of the African American, the UK, Black, British, all those people of color. It is a celebration. It is not a destruction. It is not to injure. It is not to denigrate. It is to put up on a pedestal and say, you know something, we understand where you've come from, where you've been and where you're going and how you represent the community that you live in. We are part of the community, part of the whole of the world. You cannot hide from us. You cannot pretend that we are not here. And you cannot pretend that you do not see us as a color. We are a color and we are the black representation of the human race. Black History Month is celebrating. It's celebrating in the month of October, and that's where we are right about now. Brian Christopher, in celebration of Black History Month, in celebration of the representation of black music. As I've said before, just because it's black music, you don't have to be to listen to it. It's universal and everybody can listen to it. Absolutely fantastic. Love it. Konya Doss.
Absolutely.
Konya Doss featuring Sonny Jones. I do like that. I do. I had Miss Valentine tempted me on that one. She did.
Yeah, man. Kanye's cool. Cleveland's own, man. She's dope. Yeah, definitely. And been doing it a long time, man.
A long time.
I mean, you know, I feel like I've been doing it a long time. There's so many dope artists been out there just grinding for 20, 25, 30 years, man. And still you haven't heard their names yet, you know, not in the way they should be, you know.
Well, that's one of the unfortunate situations with the independent underground scene. And, you know, it's funny because, you know, when I was growing up buying vinyl, And we loved it when particular tracks were not mainstream. We loved it when we had to search for independent tracks that were not mainstream. And then all of a sudden the R&B scene changed and it became the norm. It became the kind of trend. And as a result of becoming the trend, we, in some ways, and I think a lot of DJs would have followed it, said it became tainted in a sense because they merged it with too many different genres and too many different styles and put them all under this one umbrella and called it R&B. And it wasn't true. So the fact that we now have gone back to the independent underground artists like yourselves, I actually applaud it because I think now we're finding music, we're searching for it for the right reasons, and we're playing it and introducing people rather than just this blend and merge of a swamp thing that was going on for a little while.
Yeah, I agree. And I would say, too, I appreciate that there is an outlet for us to actually sing you some stuff and with confidence that you would actually take a listen to it. Like you said, I listened to the first few bars. Now, you're not promising you'll listen to the whole song, but you'll at least, I kind of feel like I don't have that confidence in the mainstream. I really don't. I don't have the confidence that we listen to the first couple of bars, and dare themselves to like something that they haven't discovered themselves. Maybe it's somebody that you just haven't heard and they're like, oh, wow, I like it. And I want to introduce this to the world with my influence.
Absolutely. And, with all of the music that is out there, and I say it each and every week, and we listen to some presenters on some shows, not all, but some, where week in, week out, it's almost a repetition of the same. And I just think to myself, with so much music and so many artists, why do you need to just keep repeating the same? You can change, you can influence the marketplace by adding a few of these other artists that don't really have the name and are trying to get that platform and maintain it somehow. For me, that is the function that we hold, is to provide the platform, the mainstay for those artists who want to be able to promote and produce and to show the general public, the listeners, exactly what they are about. And without this platform, how are you supposed to survive? I don't understand. And without you, we as presenters, really, we can't survive because people get bored very, very quickly. Very quickly.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, I do feel like, there's a lot of information, there's a lot of music, there's a lot of content, and people can kind of just gloss over stuff because it's so much. I mean, you can put out a song. And here's the thing, we don't just compete with other musicians. When we're on social platforms and we're trying to, here's our brand new song, literally in the same day, you can say, hey, I just came out with a brand new song, and people rock with it for like 20 minutes, and then their thumb scrolls up one more time, and they'll see 45 is in the hospital. Oh, and they're like, oh, that's right, Brian did have a song,
exactly. It is a battle. Social media in itself. The way that social media is set up, the way that Facebook is set up, the way that Instagram is set up. I mean, Instagram. For me. I'm not knocking Instagram. I think people love it and the youngsters love it and they like using it. And maybe I'm just old and fuddy-duddy. But the word Insta is for me is instant or instantaneous, which means it doesn't have the longevity. It's like it's for now, but not for next week and not for tomorrow and not for the next minute. It's instant. And if you can't get it in that instant, you won't get it because in the next instant, there's something else to look at. And so that's where the competition for me with regards to music, becomes very, very difficult. And so therefore, us presenters, us DJs, we have to make sure that we are the mainstay and that we keep promoting and having interviews in the same way that we're having right now and introducing.
And I thank you again, man, for having me. Definitely, man.
Now we know that there's some more recent additions to the listenerships that have joined us. Big shout out to Maureen. Unfortunately, you missed Brian, singing a cappella. I mean, it was absolutely awesome. I am going to throw this show back out on Mixcloud so we can listen to it again. Brian, I'm going to send you the link to make sure that you get the whole of this show back out on Mixcloud. But before you disappear, and I know that Maureen missed it on the a cappella, but I just want to push a button and do this.
You open up my eyes, let me know you love.
An absolutely superb vocalist. You've heard him today right here on The Real Reminisce with me, the Mighty MP. If you're hearing him for the first time, then that's absolutely fantastic. If you're a connoisseur, that you'll know who Brian Christopher is and you'll have his music. But if you don't, make sure you go out and search it, hunt it. If you can't find it, come back to me. I'll give you all of the links and make sure that you help him to put bread on the table, yeah. Because you got to put bread on the table, yeah. You got to feed. But take a listen.
Patiently waiting for this day to end, and I can make my way, babe. There's so much I wanna do, anticipating. Ooh, the moment that I see your face, can't wait, girl. Ooh, to be alone with you. I can't wait to get home. You've been the only thing on my mind. Been the only thing on my mind, baby. Yeah. I can't wait to get home to you. Home to you, girl. Wanna spend some time. Ooh, yeah. Oh, no. I can't wait, baby. No, just to wrap myself inside your loving passion. I can't hide it. No, I can feel it. Yeah. The taste of your lips touching against mine. Yeah. You only knew what's going on inside. Soft music, light slow. That's what sets the mood right. Girl, I've been waiting for you all day. Yeah. Sweet wine. It's what's in store tonight, babe. So come on here, babe. Come on, let me show you. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait, babe. Been the only thing on my mind, baby. I know. I can't wait to get home to you. Ooh, I wanna spend some time. With you, babe. Ooh, I can't wait to get home to you. I can't wait. You've been the only thing on my mind. Hey, oh. Ooh, I can't wait to get home to you. I can't wait, no. I wanna spend some time. With you, babe. Oh, I can't wait to get home to you. I can't wait, no. You're the only thing on my mind. I can't wait, babe. I can't wait, no. I can't wait to get home to you. Come on here, babe. I wanna spend some time. Been the only thing on my mind, baby. I can't wait to get home to you.
It's been an absolute pleasure having this interview live right here with me, the Mighty MP, alongside none other than Brian Christopher.
Man.
Black History Month. It's the month of October. This is how we do independent underground artists. What a track. Can't wait to get home to you. I can imagine all the guys that are listening. If there's any guys listening, it seems to be lots of girls that listen. I wonder why there's lots of girls listening. I really want to answer that question. and you wonder why. But guys, I mean, that's the kind of track that you want to have in a party. We're not able to have parties. It's so unfortunate because in your mind you're just thinking to yourself, this is the kind of track I want to play in a nightclub so that the guys can see it, look across the room, and they can ask the girl to dance and they can socialize. And it's that socialistic music that you're playing, that you're portraying. And yet we can only play it on the internet, on the radio, on this internet TV, so that people can hear it and socialize in their own homes. I can't wait to get back out into the clubs so that we can play music like this.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely beautiful. I mean, over there in the States, I mean, how is it for you? I mean, going out, you get up in the morning, can you leave your house? Are you allowed to go out?
Yeah. I mean, it's every state is different. So, but I would say it's actually a little healthy to kind of get out, keep your distance, wear your mask. I mean, definitely wearing the mask is that's just the new normal now.
Yeah.
But I get out every morning and take a nice little hour walk, and I got my mask on, got my headphones in, listen to something nice in my ears, and go out and maybe have a drink here and there. Just kind of keep your company small, and and just and make sure that you're keeping your hand sanitizer near. I'm in my own place, and I still got my hand sanitizer. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Absolutely.
It's just something you got to get used to, man. But I think everyone has their own comfort level, so there's no shaming if people. There's still a lot of folks, even with things kind of opening up, the anxiety is still kind of there, and it's understandable.
And it is understandable, especially now we're in that situation. Donald Trump, he's in hospital. He's done the wrong things as far as a lot of people are concerned. He's betrayed.
Yeah.
He hasn't really given the guidance that he really wants to. He's not showing the level of security amongst his own people, what less amongst the people of his own society and the world that he represents. What kind of example is he setting? And we know, and it's funny because it's not only Donald Trump, and I'm not going to decry him because he's in America, but over here in the UK, we've had our own politicians doing exactly the same thing, traveling 350, 700 miles on a train when they know they had COVID, going distances, up and down the country when they know they've got COVID. What kind of example are they setting? But these are the people who are making the rules, and we just don't get it. We don't understand. And that's why we can't control things, because if they're setting the rules and they're not standing by their rules, well, nobody else is going to stand by their rules.
I agree.
There is a need for them to just be very, very positive about what it is that they're trying to say, but also to reinforce what they're trying to say and have the backbone to say, yes, we're saying it to you because we're going to do it as well. But we don't know where we're going to be this time next year. And this time next year, I hope that there's an album, from Brian Christopher. I want more music this time next year. I want to be talking to you and saying, last year we played that track. This year we're playing this track.
Well, I will promise you there will probably be. I won't promise that, but there will. I had to think about it, but there will be a lot more music coming within the upcoming months, and on to 2021. So definitely, man, I think you guys are going to enjoy what you hear, and I'm just gonna write and perform and record what I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Sam. Sam, you've been on the whole time, and I just realized that you're a female, right? Because I've been saying, man, hey, man, Sammy, I'm sorry, Sammy. I'm sorry. So, but I know now. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram or on Facebook at B Chris Music. So that's on Facebook or Instagram. But Instagram, you can follow me. Facebook, I've been trying to get rid of friends, man. Ain't that something? I've been trying to get rid of friends on Facebook. I'll go on a binge of delete, and I'm like, oh, and then somebody's like, oh, you deleted me? I'm like, I'm sorry, my fingers, the momentum just kept on deleting. So, but Instagram, I won't delete you because you can follow me. And also BrianChristopherOnline.com. The new song, I'm Ready. You remember that? I'm Ready. You guys can download that for free. Right on my website. So website, the very first thing you see is that song. You can download that for free. So you guys ought to go right now. It's not going anywhere, but you should go now so you can have it, for the rest of the week.
You see, sometimes the best things in life are free. You see, They say it's not, but sometimes, every now and again, the best things in life are free. The Real Reminisce with me, the Mighty MP. It's been an absolute pleasure to have this live interview, to take time out with Brian Christopher. I see the sun was shining on his face just a moment ago. We're getting kind of jealous over here because we got rain. We got no sunshine here. Pure rain. We've had rain all week, rain all weekend. There's been flash floods everywhere across the country. It's horrible weather. It's dark and dusty, and that's in the morning. It's dark and dirty at night. It's just horrible. We're kind of jealous to see that sun gleaming in on your face.
I know, man. The sun is setting, and where I stay, man, I'm able to see a really nice sunset every day, man. And so,
you see, look, we've just lost 15 listeners. Look at that.
I know, rubbing it in. No, come back.
It's been absolutely fantastic. I'm going to say thank you very much for your time. We will speak again. We will stay in touch. Keep sending me the music, and we'll definitely have to do this again. And in 2021, I'm hoping that you will have the opportunity to come to the UK, and we'll be able to have you in the studios of Tropical FM, and we can talk, and you can sing live.
Man, I would love that, man. I would love that, man. Shout out to MP, man. Shout out to Miss Valentine. Thank you so much. You guys always show me love, man, and there's no pretentiousness. Feel like I ever have to be anybody other than myself when I'm talking to you guys. And so thank you. I can't say it enough. Thank you, everybody. Jerry, all you guys, thank you so much for what was that, Auntie G? You call her Auntie G?
Auntie G.
Kazoo, Sophie, thank y'all so much. I really, Kizsoul. What is that, Kizsoul? Yeah, and I appreciate all of y'all, man. So listen, hopefully you guys go right now to Instagram and follow me. Let's chat it up. Let's talk. And I got some things going over at Patreon. I do all live virtual shows and stuff, and you guys get to see my whole process from the concepting and all. It's really, really dope. So, let's connect.
Lovely. You had the invitation, a personal invitation. You can't get better than that. So please do all the right things. Connect with Brian Christopher. Get his music. He's giving you a track that's absolutely free. I hope that you're ready, because we're ready. I'm ready. I hope you're ready for more of Brian Christopher. So we say thank you very much indeed. In celebration of Black History Month, right here with me, the Mighty MP, the Real Reminisce.
Could it be the way you look at me? That says that you're secure in our love. Or could it be your amazing smile that makes me want to give you more of me? Just wanna love you, baby. Just wanna say you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Or could it be the way you call my name? Girl, I love how you call my name, babe. It says you're confident in loving me. Oh, could it be the way you listen to me, baby? It lets me know that I'm the most important thing. Yeah, just want to say, you're beautiful, so beautiful. Want you to love me, girl. Yeah. You're beautiful. Just want one love, just want to say, I love you. I love you.
Wish him a fantastic week. It's only the beginning of the weekend. It's a Monday, yeah. With me, the mighty MP, the real Reminisce. Wow. Don't forget, stay in touch with that man, Brian Christopher. Do all the right things. Connect with him, Instagram, Facebook. And make sure you're ready for his music. Yeah, look at that. Be Chris Music. Be Chris Music. Wow.
Just wanna love you.
That's the one you need. Yeah. It certainly was over there. It's a beautiful day. Feels like a beautiful night over here. Yeah. The Mighty MP, the real Reminisce, each and every Monday. That's how we do independent underground music at its very best, introducing you to new artists that you may have never heard before. But if you've never heard of Brian Christopher before, you're hearing for the first time this evening. Wow. Big shout out to Sophie, Tanti G, Skool. All the silent listeners locked in, don't forget to share. Let everybody know that each and every Monday you can find real music for real people. We say thank you to Brian Christopher.
Well, mama, more of you. One God, Emily, Sunday.
Big shout out to Maureen. I know she loves this one. Real music now, so we do it.
Promise me you'll come around. See, I've been waiting for you all day long. I swear you're something like my favorite song. You're so beautiful, baby. Oh, and I just can't help it. No, you're so selfish. No, that, but there ain't no sharing. All mine. I just want more of you, and more of you. I just want more of you, and more of you, and more of you.
I can't get enough, not just cause she buff. Try to play mind games, but she makes me laugh. More than a bit of rough, I can't believe my luck. So best believe I ain't never gonna left myself. Hard times in the wealth, in sickness and health. For a lifetime I got it all to myself. When she sees me, I make her heart melt. And coming home to you in comparison, there ain't nothing else.
Don't make me repeat myself. I don't want nobody else. Baby, you're the only one. Feels so good, it feels so good, this can't be wrong. You're so beautiful, baby. Oh, and you're driving me crazy. Oh, you made me so selfish. Know that, but there ain't no sharing. You're all mine. I just want more of you. More of you, and more of you. I just want more of you, and more of you, and more of you.
I'm wanting you to live with me for life. Make you be my wife. Said I've been forcing me to move with other girls, but you want me like a trophy. And ever since you got the girl, you make a bad man fall forever. I never would I wanna be with another. I see a lot of jealousy, I never bother. Take away the booty, take away the brother. I love you more no matter the weather. And nobody could have never put us under. I just wanna be with you, can't get enough of you.
I just want more of you, and more of you. I just want more of you, and more of you, and more of you.
Let me love you.
Look, yeah, Wale, captivated I am. Rather tell you in person while I am making it dance. Can I play with your drum? I have the greatest of hands. Optimism I can't. I can say you the one, but can I say it's a chance? It's love, it's lust, it's sentimental. Because it's never simple. Yeah. Results are various, quite serious, so don't take too long, won't chase too little. She's so full of love, full of life, full of pride. I sometimes wonder it's enough. It's enough, just a yellow light.
I care for you more than my own self. Darling, I'll share with you all goodness and wealth. Said we can have just one night, or we can have one whole life if we play it cool. Yeah, we can have that one thing, or we can have everything if our hearts are true. Girl, slow down. Girl, let me love you. Darling, slow down. Let me get to know you.
Baby, I've been fantasizing, just looking in your eyes. You know I'm looking for more, and you're what I've been praying for. This kind of love don't come around like this. I'm not one to play around like this. It's so real, and I love how it feels. I love it when we slowly sway. I love it when we think the same thing. I love the way we move, the way we move. We can have every night, yeah. We can have every day. I want you to. I need you.
Slow down, slow down, slow down. Let me get to know you. Let you know. I wanna see you tomorrow.
In celebration of Black History Month, the month of October, what are you going to do for Black History Month? How are you going to celebrate? What information do you know about your own Black history that you can pass on to somebody else? Try to think of something every single day between now and the end of the month that represents Black history. Try to find something out, some little piece of information that you didn't know before that represents Black history. Maybe you can learn how to cook something that represents Black history. Different styles of music, the R&B, the soul, the reggae, out of Jamaica, in representation of Black history. But it doesn't stop there, because the representation of reggae music, as we know, from the likes of Toots Hibbert, may he rest in peace, was very influential for this type of music. In representation of the spirit of Black history. Where does the music come from? Yeah, where does it come from? Do you know? Do you know? One of the biggest influences out of the Black culture from the Africa Caribbean. Soca, calypso, merengue. One of the biggest events each time, every single year, the Notting Hill Carnival, the Luton Carnival, Leeds Carnival. Nottingham, Derby. Where else can you find Carnaby music like this? Where else can you get Carnaby music like this?
For this carnival, nobody waiting long. They're saying not a fit jam. Wait by the hospital, ready to make a mass. Just them line up in tongue. People ready to run. 1 million coming down. I say, on the road or in a party. We got to work when you're jamming on somebody. We got to work, make a decision. Mash up every gun. When you see carnival come, here we are in the street.
Your cat bite me. Miss Betty cat it bite me. Why my cat don't do that? I could tell it was your cat, even though it was in the night. I get a little glimpse of it passing by the light, and all my neighbors tell me that cat is very silent. And if I ever bounce it up, remember that it violent. That cat they over here, looking very scary. I fight up with that cat all night. Right now I'm feeling weary. That cat color like ginger, the cat bigger than Simba. I hit that cat one shot, it fall down. I say timber. Miss Betty cat it bite me. My cat don't bite people. Miss Lady your cat bite me. Just saying my cat evil. Miss Betty cat it bite me. My dog, oh my cat. Miss Lady your cat bite me. Why my cat don't do that? Miss Betty cat it run the town. No other kitty can't come round. Miss Betty cat it lock the place. No other cat can take she space. No. That cat did back me up on a wall, so man I start the ball, so I slip and I fall, then it bite me. Right on the spot I stood, I drop from a piece of wood. I did everything I could, but it bite me. Man I hold on one of the leg, and I squeeze it behind the head. The cat move like if it dead, then it bite me. And this is not a pretend, that's the biggest cat I've seen since. He break down on my defense and then it bite me. Miss Betty cat it bite me. My cat don't bite people. Miss Lady your cat bite me. Just saying my cat evil. Miss Betty cat it bite me. My dog, oh my cat.
In representation of Black History Month,
why my cat don't do that?
soca music out of Trinidad, yeah.
So, your cat pass through she had just keep it in the gallery. Yes, it could be day or night. Miss Betty cat it wants real fight. It's taekwondo and jiu-jitsu. But I know Rasta Kung Fu. I catch it on a blind spot, and then I hit she cat a back shot. I hear a cat have 9 life, tonight I'm taking it. I hear it have a record, tonight I'm breaking it. It spread out like it lifeless, like it accept the fate. It still turn wrong and bite me. That cat was faking it. Miss Betty, yes, your cat did bite me. My cat don't bite people. Miss Betty, cat did bite me. Just saying my cat evil. Miss Lady, your cat bite me. My dog, oh my cat. Miss Betty, cat did bite me. Why my cat don't do that? Run the town. So you feel can't come down. You feel you alone run this place. Not the place. You ain't know me. Take your space. Real one. She feel like he's a normal. Just saying my cat evil. Me a normal.
Over the next couple of Mondays, we'll be giving you some information about Black history.
More
talking through the Black history, giving you some edutainment about Black history.
Mash it up. Anyway,
I thought I had it sorted this week, but for some reason these little videos won't work. They won't work for me. I can't get the sound. I had it, and now it's gone. But in representation of Black History Month, the sound of the Caribbean, that's how we do. I'm giving you a welcome, the real Reminisce.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah. She had the thing I love.
Auntie G.
She from I don't know. She wears and go low. Pick up the place like a dojo. So what you say, what you say, what you say? The girl when you come my way. Now what you do, what you do, what you do. I must get through show me that wine. Turn around, girl, don't be shy. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, so girl, I love all the way you blow my mind. Hold me tight and bring down. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah. Are you ready? Ready? Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Ready? Are you ready for it? Come give me that. Hold on, wind it up, ride it, front to the back. No long chat, just come to me. I'll give you that sweet type of love, sweet type of love. Come give me that sweet type of love, real type of love. Hold me, darling, 'cause one night we jabbing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, she sweet like a mango. She play the thing like a banjo. Them other girl them don't know how she rock the thing like a go-go. Lad, so what you say, what you say, what you say? Sexy girl, when you come my way, what you do, what you do, what you do? I must get through. Girl, roll up now, you show me that wine. Turn around, girl, don't be shy. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah.
Pull up the tune. Pull up the tune. Pull up the tune.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, she got the thing I love. Where she from, I don't know. She wears and go low. Pick up the place like a dojo. So what you say, what you say, what you say? The girl, when you come my way, what you do, what you do, what you do? I must get through. Girl, roll up now, you show me that wine. Turn around, girl, don't be shy. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, so girl, I love all the way you blow my mind. Hold me tight and bring down. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah. Are you ready? Ready? Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Ready? Are you ready for it? Come give me that. Hold on, wind it up, ride it, front to the back. No long chat, just come to me. I'll give you that sweet type of love, sweet type of love. Come give me that sweet type of love, real type of love. Hold me, darling, 'cause one night we jabbing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, she sweet like a mango. She play the thing like a banjo. Them other girl them don't know how she rock the thing like a go-go. Lad, so what you say, what you say, what you say? Sexy girl, when you come my way, what you do, what you do, what you do? I must get through. Girl, roll up now, you show me that wine. Turn around, girl, don't be shy. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, so girl, I love all the way you blow my mind. Hold me tight and bring down. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah. Are you ready? Ready? Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Ready? Are you ready for it? Come give me that. Hold on, wind it up, ride it, front to the back. No long chat, just come to me. I'll give you that sweet type of love, sweet type of love. Come give me that sweet type of love, real type of love. Hold me, darling, 'cause one night we jabbing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hello, 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 hello.
And for those of you that think that you know how to dance to this style of music, yeah, the Windrush Strictly Caribbean Dance Competition, organised by St Kitts Nevis and Friends, Luton Carnival Group. They're looking for 8 contestants for the first Strictly Caribbean Dance Competition in Luton. Partner up with social distancing, of course, to showcase your creativity, your flair, your originality, to merengue, to dancehall, to soca music. Dancing to a panel of professional judges. The competition will be recorded for live streaming by the end of this month. That's what they want to do. A trophy and prizes for the overall winner. It's not too late to enter now. Yeah, get yourselves into this. The Windrush Strictly Caribbean Dance Competition. The first Strictly Caribbean Dance Competition in Luton Town. You can dance. Hey! Represent then, yeah. Black History Month. Soca music.
If I lie, you sample it. Time to show me if you could manage it. That thing they do. I know you're off.
Big shout out to Karen Leslie, locked in. Good evening and welcome. Well, how you doing? Long time.
This ain't no the crime, it's not why now boy the thing good. You feel you could handle it. That thing they good. That wine they good. That party good. You feel you could handle you what that thing they good. That wine they good. That party good. You feel you could handle you what. You say you have a deal with the case. Time I look heat to the plate. I hope you can keep with the pace. The first time you look, can you handle it? If I lie, you sample it. Time to show me if you could manage it. Oh gosh, the thing good. I know you're rough and you're tough and you're rude, but that thing good. You feel you could handle it. That wine it. This ain't no the crime, it's that wine, that boy, the thing good. You feel you could handle it. That thing it. Good up. That wine it. Good up. That body it. Good up. You feel you could handle the work, boy, that thing. Good up. That wine it. Good up. That body it. Good up. It good up, good up. Can you handle it? If I lay you sample it. Try to show me if you could manage it. Oh gosh, the thing good. I know you're rough and you're tough and you're rude, but that thing it good. You feel you could handle it. That wine it good.
You feeling good? All right. The Reminisce will meet the Mighty MPs on Monday. Wow, what an interview with Brian Christopher. What an interview that was. Did you miss out? 10 minutes of the show left to go. In celebration of Black History Month, the sound of soca music here. Some of you like it kind of mellow like this. If you want to enter the Windrush Strictly Dance Caribbean competition, you can do it at that kind of speed, or you can really show your creativity and your flair and do it at this kind of speed. Big shout out to Sophie. You're at time. Auntie G, watch out now. All right, Maureen, do your thing.
The stage was good. I come back to the master. The stage was good. Even for kiddies carnival, the stage was nice. A paradise. It was a paradise. But when I come back from carnival day, and I hear the big trucks start to play, tear them, burn me and my section, touch the dish trouble. Because the stage not good again. The stage not good again. The stage not good again. And now we trample for the stage. Tell them the stage not good again. Cause we come to mash it up, shell it down and turn it over. We come to mash it up, shell it down and turn it over. Come now we mash it up, shell it down and turn it over. We come to mash it up, shell it down and turn it over. Make a mass on the stage, jump on to your rug in the face. Jump on, make a mass on the stage, jump on to your rug in the face. Now the people asking, how could this stage? How could this stage? How could this stage be good when we be in your so bad? On the road that made done, running every direction. And the girl in the section, bad. The stage gone bad. Look at how we behaving. Look at how we behaving. Look at how we behaving. The stage gone bad. Call the contractor, call the mash-up doctor, call the inspector, call the commissioner, call the minister, and call the fire brigade. Because the stage not good again. The stage not good again. The stage not good again. When we dismantle the stage.
The influential music of the Caribbean in Black History Month here. Each and every week we're going to take a look at some Black history. Get my video sorted out here. They should have worked today. They worked yesterday. I don't know what's happened. They did. They worked yesterday. But, you know, it's been glitchy today. Wow. Big thank you for your attendance here, for joining us on the show. Don't forget to spread the word each and every Monday between the hours of 8 and 11. We're going to have a look at some black history. Think about the influence of the black community across the UK. Maybe you thought about what it would be like if we weren't here. Things that you wouldn't be able to do or use if we weren't here. Let me know, Carnival, yeah? Reggae Sunsplash, yeah? Lots of great influences, a lot of great inventions. And from across the waters of Jamaica, great music like this.
Na 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 na. Kill them with the now. Na 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 na. Kill them with the heads high. Kill them with the no. Just make a boy know you're not blow. Heads high. Kill them with the no. No boy ain't got no secret for you.
Hear this now.
Heads high. Kill them with the no. Just make a boy know you're not blow. Heads high. Kill them with the no. Tell them say Vegas say so.
Alright.
You skin your teeth and make me see. You're sure from your phone so you never tweet. You wanna freak, one man you keep. And him never yet complain, say you're deep. You make your bow, you no answer to yo. And a one man a come to your chow. Lift up your bro, make a guy know. Say him be moving blow. I sing again, heads high. Kill them with the no. Just make a boy know you're not blow. Heads high. Kill them with the no. Make a boy know you wanna puppy show wow. Heads high. Kill them with the no. Just make a boy know you're not blow. Heads high. Kill them with the no. Tell them Vegas say so. Me want hear you scream if your mouth clean. No man never rub your in no ice cream. You no smell green like Charlene. You will appreciate have a healthy hygiene. Come assuming while you keep blooming like a pretty little lily in the morning. You're not crawling, fresh as them darling. When you're rising, them keep falling. So sing again, heads high. Kill them with you know. Just make a boy know you're not blow. Heads high. Kill them with you know. No boy can't take a you pipa fish of wow. Heads high. Kill them with you know. Just make a boy know you're not blow. Heads high. Kill them with you know. Them not no secret for you. And sing again, heads high. Kill them with you know. Just make a boy know you're not blow. Heads high. Kill him with the no. No boy can't take a you pipa fish of wow. Heads high. Kill him with the no. Just make a boy know you're not blow. Heads high. Kill them with the no. Tell them Vegas say so. Me want you scream, rock out, wind up your body. And in the air car you wanna ray. One chip alone can duck on the bed. And a boy Mike you no DJ. I sing again.
Girls, all fruits ripe. Well, good. I wanna just me. Here why? Yeah, allow. Big it up. Can you see your body ride and murder? You must want the DJ charge for a death. Big it up. When you see your body ride and murder, you must want the DJ charge for. Charge it up on your saddle, ride up on your back, exposing your property. Man, I say for merchandise. Everybody they never run out of stuff. Full of shit like a coke bottle without the top things that go off in your body. Just me pan that. All fruits ripe, so make them go and chat. What am I do? What am I try? Who them I try? Stop from body rider. How we get you happy in that? So me say, woman, you say your body ride and murder. You must want the DJ charge for a death. Woman, you say your body ride and murder. You must want the DJ charge for it. What in a bucket, girl? What in a pan? Me I genuinely wonder what your fraction the DJ want to know. How will she get it from? Body rider, the girl I use and a man married up. Body rider, Jacqueline now go out. If the face that's the one, the body free, I shall go to check out just to make a later down the south. Walk over dance, come check out. So me say, woman, you say your body ride and murder. You must want the DJ charge for a death. Can you see your body ride and murder? You must want the DJ charge for.
That's what we're time for this week. We're going to be back here the same time next week, 8 o'clock until 11. Yeah, it won't be a late one next week. Believe me, we're going to get things sorted. All the videos will be sorted. All the sound quality will be good and will be on time. We won't get a crashed computer. So for next time, make sure you have a fantastic week. Remember, it is Black History Month. Think very carefully about how you represent Black History Month. Think very carefully about what it is that you think that you know about Black history. Think very carefully about the contribution of the Black community to this country and beyond. And think very carefully about wearing a mask, washing your hands, and keeping yourself safe to make sure that you save the lives of the other people around you. Good night. God bless. Have a fantastic week, whatever it is that you're doing. The Real Reminisce with me, the Mighty MP. Fantastic show. Big shouts going out to Brian Christopher. Thank you very much indeed for a superb interview. In celebration of Black History Month 2020, that's how we do each and every Monday between the hours of 8 and 11. Real music for real people. Good night. God bless.
Reggae music playing, sweet reggae music playing. In a distance, go on now. Live in New York City, live in the London town, all over the world. Go on now, live for the young and the old. Reggae music has them under control the world. Alright then, go on now. Sweet reggae music playing, sweet reggae music playing. Rain at the dawn, rain at the dawn. Go on now. When reggae music playing, when reggae music playing, I love to see the people dancing. Whole world keep on skanking. Also the friars and the tap ranking, yanking on the band. Go on now, go on now. Sweet reggae music playing, sweet reggae music playing. You can't refuse it. You got to love it. Don't wanna lose it. Nobody knows so rock it. Sweet reggae music playing, sweet reggae music playing. Rain at the dawn.
Tropical FM. Music for your soul. Tropical FM. Music for your soul. Tropical FM. Music for your soul.